Hey man, I'm going to try and do a quick video for you. I'm using just my phone, so I don't know how good the audio is, but anyway, real quick on this Allan 63, talking about papers. I got my Cambridge out. This is one of my first rebinds way back, but anyway. So the overall size is, I didn't bring my 53 down. It's hardly any different than my 53. Slightly bigger because of the margin, but not noticeable. But man, the paper, let's see, 463. I just sticking. I'll make sure I get one page. Yeah, 464. I mean, I don't know if there's any way to like tell, but I mean, it feels like I'm holding a piece of paper, but it's still thin. Like, I mean, you can tell it's a Bible paper, like that India paper or whatever they use, but it's like, it's almost like holding a piece of paper. It's just, I don't know if you can hear it, but even if I try to bend it a little bit, I mean, if you're going to write on it, it is quite noticeably thicker, but it's still, I mean, it still feels like a Bible. It's not like a cheap Bible where they actually just use paper, you know, it's like, but, so that's my biggest thing. Other than that, I mean, it's Allan. I mean, you got the quality leather and, I mean, everything else is, it looks like an Allan, but man, the paper on this is just incredible. I mean, I'd say if you can't get a 63, go with the 62 with the calfskin. Allan still makes probably the best calfskin Bible I've ever seen in my life too. So, I mean, if you can't get your hands on one of these, I mean, you'll love the paper in it. But let me see if I can make a comparison. I don't know the numbers, you know, what the actual GSM. This is, I learned the hard way. I said one of my very first rebinds. The leather turned out great and all that, but I learned the hard way how to do the spine different, and I just never wanted to take this one apart to redo it so it doesn't lay flat. But anyway, that's not what's going on here. I actually got this wide margin Cambridge like super cheap because the binding was coming apart. So, you know, it was a good practice Bible anyway. I only have one hand. I don't know if I can do a good comparison, but just feeling it, I can feel that the Cambridge paper is thinner. I mean, on video, I have no idea how to even attempt to describe it. But the Allan paper is noticeably thicker, but it still turns just as easy to grab. I mean, pages are stiff because it's a new Bible, but I'll tell you, if you love the paper and the Cambridge, I don't know if lighting's good enough to see any tone or anything. I think the Allan's a little bit brighter. But man, I'll tell you, you can tell the thickness. You can tell it's different. Even with my thicker, you can kind of see how I did this binding. And this was one of the first I learned, and then I changed up my style a little bit. So there's actually fabric in the middle of this. So the binding is thicker. I say that to say, well, I say it's thicker, but I forgot. I took out the concordance and maps in the Cambridge. So they're probably pretty close to the same. I was just about to say my Allan's thicker, but I took the concordance and maps are gone out of this particular Bible, so that doesn't count. But I'll tell you, the paper is just outstanding. I've never seen a Bible with this awesome of paper. I mean, it's thick. You can feel it, but it's still Bible paper. I mean, it's still not, you know, you don't feel like you're turning a book. It's crazy. It is noticeably different than the Cambridge.